it's been completed. Make sure you get these out of your pockets as soon as you get them signed. Twice a year I get an email from somebody panicked that their mom washed the scout uniform with pockets, were full of blue mesh when it was all done, and now they earned their merit badge at a summer camp, and they got it signed off by an adult that doesn't live in the community because the summer camp was up in San Bernardino or San Diego or Catalina, and now they have to go prove to another merit badge counselor that they have all the skills required to earn that merit badge. More panic when it's an Eagle required merit badge. Less panic if it was basketry. But anyways, just word to the wise on merit badges. So, with merit badges, I am the merit badge coordinator. The process works. The scout reaches out to me. I will direct them to the merit badge counselor that we have that is part of the troop. The troop does look for parent participation. We want 100%. If you don't want to be a leader, you don't want to plan an event, if you have some special skills and you can qualify as a merit badge counselor, then we'd highly like to have you apply for that. This list here has merit badges that are not filled by a current adult with our troop. You can have merit badges signed by adults from other troops, but it's easier for the boys who want to get them completed if they can find parents that show up to normal troop meetings or in a parking lot picking up kids on a regular basis, right, that are part of our troop. And I also have on this list merit badge counselors who are filled by adults whose scouts have moved on from scouting. So these adults typically don't show up to troop meetings either, so sometimes a little harder for the boys to get the signature, because a lot of this merit badge signatures happen 10 minutes before a troop meeting, 30 minutes after a troop meeting, when adults are just normally available. So those are some that are available. If you want to be a counselor, depending on what you picked as your counselor, and we're looking for things that you're passionate about, you have a history on, you do for work, you got education on, something that you already kind of know a lot about the topic. Then we'll have you fill out an application. If you go to meritbadges.org, you can learn about all the requirements to complete that merit badge. This is also where the scout can go and get the worksheets to understand what merit badges they might want to work on at some point. And there is an online training you need to take that's youth protection. That'll talk about 2D leadership. Typically a merit badge counselor, when you meet with a scout, you never meet like in your living room without another scout present or another adult present. We tend to try to have meetings out in the open, on a picnic table in a park. We meet a lot at Starbucks, areas where you have, you're not one-on-one with a scout. So it's a way to protect the scout as well as protect the and then I do have, it's out on the troop website, but I do have an org chart here that shows a picture with the name and title of the role. It's out on forms. And so as we throw all these names at you about who to go contact, reach out to Anita, reach out to Mrs. Kelly, and you're like, who the heck are these people? At least you have a face. So you can coordinate, track them down at one of our troop meetings and ask them all those questions that you have from today's meeting. I'm always available to answer questions, even if it's not on one of my subject matters that I'm an expert on, and just give you the life of scouting. My son is the current SBL for the troop. So I've been around a long time. I've seen how this whole thing runs, and I've seen how the paperwork system works behind the scenes, and what kind of works for at least my son, and how scouting can go off in its own tangents, and how we kind of control the chaos as best as we can.
And in the beginning, we always recommend to, like for instance, if they're going to summer camp, or maybe you choose to go to a merit badge day, have the scout pick what interests him. Don't get one of these overwhelming, involved, Eagle required merit badges. Those are the boring ones. Kind of ease them into it. Don't pressure them to do anything they really don't want to do. The first camp experience, it should be fun for them. Maybe they can sign up for 2 merit badges for the whole entire week, or maybe they want to do 4, but have them choose ones that they like to do in the beginning, so that they kind of just get used to it.
And there's some really fun ones. I mean, fishing and kayaking and canoeing and small boat sailing. People have a great time learning those merit badges. Citizenship in the world, first aid is like going to history class. Unless you're a history buff, right? Some people love history, and that might be their passion. But there are, you know, so many fun ones: horse riding and cycling, and you know that I would recommend as the first year, right? To just you got plenty of time to get to those hard ones. Let's make sure you even want to get to Eagle rank before you even go tackle some of those ones. Take the ones that make scouting fun. And you don't really, as a scout coming into this program, you don't need merit badges until after you become a first class scout. So any of these merit badges do not count for your rank advancement until you've already earned first class, which is probably a year from now. And then at that point you need 5 or 6 for each rank advancement. And that's when the merit badges become more important to actually get done. But every scout comes home with 2 or 3 of them, maybe as many as 5, from a summer camp, because the choices are to choose merit badge programs or choose first class emphasis. And usually there's a kind of a mixture of each. And then choose some downtime too. Choose some time where you can run around and do what you want without having to be in a classroom environment.
So let's say they earn a merit badge this year, though. Would it count towards their star?
Any merit badges they earn count towards when they need them.
When they need it, okay.
So, for instance, right now my son is, he just earned Eagle, and he is now earning what they call an Eagle Palm, and he needed 5 more merit badges. Well, the ones he put on his application he completed like 4 years ago. You know, you need 22 to become Eagle. He's got 39. So he's like, yeah, I'll take these next ones off the list, and I'm like, well, God, he did that one back in 2009. So they do all count.
Continue after he's 18.
Well, my son's 16, so he earned his Eagle.